Meow. Meow. Oh, my boy. I love you, buddy. Meow. He's like, yeah, you do. I love you, buddy. Meow. Oh. Hey, Latimer. Oh. Here, say hi. Okay. I'll put you down. Hi, everybody. Latimer, Dragoon, Ryan, Sentinel Wolf, Marcos, what's going on? How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? How was your weekend? I hope everybody had a good weekend. What the heck was this weekend? There was like nothing this weekend. This is that weird point where like everybody who cares is prepping for Christmas, and everybody who doesn't care is just sort of waiting for it to be over. Went to Universal and rode the Velocicoaster. That sounds kind of cool. That was an intense ride. Hey, Man Spider. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool, actually. Shark Tooth, Nick, what's going on? Elements, how you doing? Let me get my chalky milk here. But yeah, hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Hopefully you did some fun stuff, or at least played some fun games. No one wants to be doing anything right now, but it's too far away from Christmas to sit around and do nothing. Yeah, it's kind of, you know what occurred to me, Ryan? I literally just realized this like 20 minutes ago. It's one more weekend and then it's Christmas. Because Christmas is what? Saturday. It's not this Saturday. It's next Saturday. We're less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. So I'm, you know what's crazy? I've for a long time I've been a Christmas hater. It's hard to say that. I don't necessarily hate Christmas itself. I hate the crap that goes on around it. Sorry. A little bit of lunch. I should have saved that snack for later. I don't necessarily hate Christmas itself, right? I don't think anybody inherently hates a holiday other than Columbus Day. I can't stand Columbus Day. I don't like the holiday expectations. Sort of. See, and Sorcerer, that's actually what I was going to talk about. But no, I think I mean I've talked about it before. I hate a lot of the fake cheer. I like genuine cheer. I like when people actually really love the holiday. But I feel like some people, it's just an act. You know, they act that way because they have to, because it's Christmas time and you're not supposed to hate Christmas. So, like, I don't like that. I don't like some of the obligations. The expectations and stuff are a little bothersome. Something I noticed, though, and then for a long time, I really hated Christmas. I really did not like the stuff that went on around it. I really did not like, and I think, and here's the biggest part. I didn't like the stuff that went on around it, and I didn't like the fact that I had to participate in it. I don't care if there are all these social conventions. What I care about is that I have to do them. That's what I really care about. Some time ago, I got out of them. I told everybody straight up, I can't afford to buy gifts for everybody. So don't expect anything. I go to my family's for Christmas Eve because we're Hispanic, so Christmas Eve is Christmas for us, basically. And then Christmas Day, I have other obligations. I have other people that I go and see, and that's all. And they're super close, right? So, like physically, they're close. They're not. It's not like far away. So when I started doing that, when I started cutting out all the crap, and now I don't go Christmas shopping. I don't decorate a whole lot. I bake cookies, and I'm going to do some cupcakes this year. But I started doing that because I like doing that. Once I cut out a lot of the crap that goes around it, I am now indifferent to Christmas. I don't hate Christmas. I don't love it. I don't necessarily like it, but I'm so indifferent to Christmas. People like I put it this way. If you come up to me and say, "Oh boy, it's Christmas time," I'm going to go, it's Christmas time. If you come up to me and say, "Oh God, it's Christmas, the worst time of the year," I'm also going to go, it's Christmas. I'm so meh on the whole thing because I have distanced myself from the expectations, like you said. I don't really engage in them. When you stop engaging in that stuff, when you stop stressing out about decorating, when you stop stressing out about the family dinner, when you stop stressing out about doing the shopping and spending all the money and and the same thing everybody thinks is, I buy all of this stuff. Why does it feel like for the people who really focus on the stuff, I buy all of this stuff for people and it never feels like I get the same thing in return. Like when you stop focusing on all of that, it's fine. Like the holiday's totally fine. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I'm hoping to get the bulk of my Christmas shopping done tomorrow. I'm trying my best to do Christmas stuff, but family is big. And Latimer, that was one of the main catalysts for not buying gifts anymore. One year we wrote out our Christmas list, and it was like 35 people. We had to buy 35 gifts for people. And we were like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. We're not. We didn't have the money for it, so we put out a big email and we said, look, we're not buying gifts. Don't give us gifts. Do not expect gifts. And people complied. I thought everybody was going to be pissed off, and people really complied. It does feel bad when you're meant to have a good time and it just feels a bit mediocre. And elements, I think that's the thing, is that I don't feel bad about it anymore. Like, I do think sometimes I wish I loved, and I do think this, I wish I loved Christmas as much as other people seem to love Christmas, but I realize that I'm glad I don't hate Christmas as much as other people hate Christmas. Some people just it's like vile for them to engage in Christmas, and it's like it's really not that bad. Like if the only thing I would say that is, if let's say you cut out all of the crap, right? Let's say you cut out everything from Christmas and you just go and see your family. Because I honestly think that even if you are not a big Christmas person, I think that at the very least that should be a time when you engage with the family you like. But let's say you have to engage with family you don't like. Then it becomes like, oh God, I hate this because I have to see family I don't like. But I feel like nobody hates every member of their family, right? Anybody who says, I hate going to see my family, they probably mean a couple of people, that the aunt and uncle that are, without getting political, the aunt and uncle that are way too far into the left or the right, and they feel like they need to, this is their opportunity to make sure that the whole family knows and try to convert as many people as they can. The family members who love it way too much to the point where they're obnoxious. The family members who hate it so much that they're obnoxious. The cousins that you can't stand. Like, for all of that, there's always at least a couple of people that you're like, oh, I like seeing them. I'm happy to see them. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to that, but I feel like no matter what, there's probably going to be, a lot of the people who hate dealing with their older relatives, right? The aunt and the uncle and the super political people or whatever, they like to go and see the kids. A lot of the time, they like to go and they see the kids and they play with the kids, and that's fun for them. I mostly enjoy watching the youngest of my nieces and nephews open their presents and spending time with my family. Just want to point out, I consider family and relatives to be two separate things. Yes, that's a good way to look at that, Sentinel. Family and relatives are two separate things. You do not have to be blood related to be family. I do Christmas shopping, but the only one I spend a decent amount on are my parents. I buy my father, and I buy a few people gifts. And I buy my father gifts primarily because no matter what I do, he won't not buy me something, or he won't not give me money. He gives money. Other than that, yeah, I'm like, whatever. The kids get it. If the grown-ups don't buy, here's my gift to you. Don't buy me a gift. Whatever you were thinking about buying me, spend money on yourself. There you go. That's my gift to you. Merry Christmas. I know what you mean. We're supposed to be Insta happy holidays. It's now a very midday. It's what's just great. This is gonna sound bad. Hold on. Let me go through some messages here. When I stop stressing about all that stuff, I'm still stressed. I was talking to my dad about Christmas, and I basically said the only time I enjoyed Christmas was when I was a child or when I'm around kids. Yeah, it's easy to feed off of that energy that kids have for Christmas. Besides that, Christmas is just another day of the week. No, see, Atomic, I'll disagree that Christmas is just another day of the week because so much crap is closed on Christmas. I have to treat it like a different day. You know what I mean? Like, I can't treat Christmas like every other day of the week and just order a pizza and watch TV. I have to plan that day because the supermarket's closed, all the stores are closed. Most fast food places, ordering places. So like I have to prep for the world being closed around me. Other than that, yeah, it's not, I do some special stuff for it, but I can see how that works. Yeah, that sounds like Thanksgiving, Sorcerer, with the family thing. Was it? You're the Neutralian from Futurama. If we don't make it, what is it? If we don't make it, tell my wife hello. Oh my God, I love it. I love Christmas. Oh God, here we go. Jet Black loves Christmas. I kind of feel. Hold on. Can I give you the essay for why I hate all of them? He's gonna break it down person by person. It kind of felt so much nicer just having a small immediate fan, and that's what I do. Elements. I don't do the big Christmas blowout. I go and I'll be flat out with you. I'll tell you exactly who I spend Christmas with. I wake up in the morning and we have Christmas breakfast and we do some gifts and then we hang out with each other. I spend it with Beth and her mom. That's who I spend Christmas with. Still, I actually spend Thanksgiving with them too. Christmas without presents is awful if you don't like family because it's time wasted on upset. That's it. Like, damn it. Like, Jet, you're like, I have to deal with these crappy relatives. The least I could do is get some consolation prizes. How about the aunt and uncle who have dug too deep into the liquor? Yes, they are a problem. They are definitely a problem. Latimer, they are a problem if they don't know how to handle it. Because I have been around family members who drink a little too much, and they are the fun drunks. But I have been around family members that drink too much and they become obnoxious or they become aggressive. Yeah, but I had certain family members who I would see when they had a few drinks in them, and they were like, okay, this is kind of fun. Hi, I'm Exception. We went to Mexico over the weekend. My mom was super excited to hang out with her brothers. But more of them are super enthusiastic about the holidays. At least not like they used to. But more. Okay, hold on. So we came back home and my mom just decided it would be best to stay home. I don't like going to my dad's side of the family. It's not even political reasons. It's more personal reasons. Yeah, everybody's going to have personal reasons why you don't like certain ones. But think about it, Atomic. For as much as you say, I don't like going to my dad's side of the family, when it goes to the rest of your family, you're probably like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. You know, we see each other every maybe a couple times a year. And Christmas is always a fun event for that. My application got turned down, but I'm applying for another position. Good luck, Flip. I'm sorry to hear that. That happened. No matter what, no matter what, you have to prep for Christmas because so much stuff is closed. I always tell people I have more relatives than I know what to do with, but family is the precious few. Absolutely. It's like if you know how they say if you win the lottery, you'll suddenly have a bunch of family you don't know. No, I'll suddenly have a bunch of relatives I don't know. My family will stay exactly the same. I'll know exactly who my family is. My relatives will come out of the woodwork looking for a handout, which is why if I win the lottery, no one will ever know. Like you guys will never know. If I won the lottery, you guys would never. I would never tell you. I would move, right? I would still stream, but I would say, oh, things are going better. I got a house, right? I bought a new car, but I wouldn't turn this into a studio. Still to this day, one of my favorite stories was the time my little sis bought me a Luigi amiibo. I promptly pulled one out of the bag, and she asked, why didn't you let me buy it for you? Because I don't expect people to buy me things I want. I buy them. It's kind of true. Thanksgiving is Christmas for hungry people. Who is Beth? Beth is my ex-wife, I guess you would say. I mean, I don't guess you would say. That's what you say. One day I'll try Bailey's. Dude, Bailey's is good. I like a good Bailey's Irish cream. You know what's awesome, Elements? You can get this from the Haagen-Dazs store that I used to go to. They had it. Bailey's Irish cream ice cream. Bailey's Irish cream ice cream is so good. Christmas with my family is Christmas breakfast, a hike to the mountains, come back for dinner, gifts, and holiday movie on the that's the 24th, and then the 25th we go to the beach. Oh my God, Marcos, you kill me with that. You go to the beach on Christmas. That is awesome. Winning the lottery is when brothers and sisters start talking more than you. For Latimer, no, Latimer, you're thinking too close. Winning the lottery is when you find out that you've got second cousins you've never heard of. Yeah, it goes way deeper than your brothers and sisters are calling you more. I think the beach sounds would give you away. Hawk. Damn, you're right. You're absolutely right. Damn, you're absolutely right, Hawk. There's no chance I win the lottery, move, and you guys don't realize that I won the lottery because step one is to move near the beach. Damn, you are 100% right. I didn't win the lottery. This truck full of things fell out of my truck of trucks, and it dropped a beach house. Nice to know Uncle thinks of us as relatives. Oh boy. No, you guys are family. Unless you start asking me for handouts, then you're relatives. Also in the perspective of, it's nice to talk with family if they're talking with other members of my family, and I'm just in the background sometimes chiming in. I don't want to be the center of attention. Yeah. I also schedule my Vivid booster. I like that. I know what you mean, and I'm gonna call it that. If I won the lotto, my family would never have to worry about bills again, but I wouldn't give them a free ride. The thing that I always said I would do about winning the lottery, I would tell as few people as possible. Like, even in my family, there are not a lot of people I would tell. If I told them, I would have them over. This is how I tell them I won big lottery. I have them over for a big family dinner, right? I say, hey, I want to do a big family dinner. Because I don't really do that. I'm not really a host, so I don't really do that. So I would say, listen, I want to do a big family dinner. I want to have everybody here. I know that this is awkward, but please involve yourself with this. I would really, really appreciate it. I would have everybody over, sit everybody down, have a big spread, right? I'd probably cater the damn thing. and then I would have a big spread, or would just Uber Eats everything. I would tell everybody, this is what I'm going to do. This is the conversation I have. I brought everybody here because I need to have a conversation with you about something. And for right off the bat, don't think that this is bad. This is actually super good. But this is a very important conversation I need to have. At this point, everybody thinks I've got an illness or something, or they think something else. Maybe somebody thinks I won the lottery. I tell them, I won a bunch of money. I would not tell them how much. That's first and foremost, is I'm not going to tell everybody how much. I'm going to tell them I won a bunch of money. I would like to do something very special with that money for all of you. I would like to buy everyone a house. You tell me where you want to live. We'll look at some places. We'll go one by one if we have to. And I would like to set everybody up with a home. I will pay for it all right off the bat. You don't have to worry about it. One of the reasons I am doing it, and this is me still talking to them. One of the reasons I am doing this is because I am setting you up with a house for the rest of your life. I don't ever want to hear that you need money. If your housing is completely paid for, there is no reason you shouldn't be able to get a job and afford the rest of your life on your own. If you get into any financial trouble, that's on you. If you suddenly decide you want to sell the house, that's on you. I am buying you a house. Do not ask me for money. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but I do not want to get into this situation where I now have to cut you out of my life because you are becoming a threat to me. Because you're becoming toxic to my life. You are going to be overly aggressive or anything like. I don't want to hear that. That being said, dinner's on me. Enjoy dessert. Right, I'll do this after dinner. Enjoy dessert, and we'll talk about what the limits are at some other point. You make a decision about what you want to do. If you like the house that you're already in, we'll figure something else out. But because that's my biggest fear, is that your family finds out and then they become not your family anymore. They stop being your family and they start being relatives. That's what I would be worried about. So I'm going to buy you a house. Moderately priced. Let's not go crazy here. We're not buying $1 million homes. You can live wherever you want. If you want to buy a house, if you've always wanted to live in California, we'll fly out there. We'll find you a place you can live there. But I don't want to hear, if you're happy with your home, I'll pay it off. If it's already paid off, I'll get you a nice new car or something like that. Or we'll figure out something else. But I'll buy everybody a house, and that's it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not still going to be generous. That doesn't mean that when Christmas rolls around, I'm not going to try and hook everybody up. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stop everybody from hitting me up for money. That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm still going to be super generous. I'm still going to have everybody out to the beach house for a week or two. We're still going to do a lot of fun stuff. But as far as me just flat out giving you money, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's what the house is for. There's everybody here, you all, I'm talking to you now. Everybody here who pays rent or owns a house, pays mortgage or something like that, go through your finances and you will notice if you did not have that housing payment, you would be totally fine with money. That's what I want to set up for everybody else. That's what I would do with money. Early U.S. visa. Hold on, let me go back up here. Hang on. Here, I'm scrolling back up. Okay. If I won the lotto, my family would never have to worry about bills again, but I wouldn't give them a free ride. Yeah, that's why I pay off their houses. There's no, without rent or mortgage, there's no reason you can't pay your electric bill. I'm gonna hope someone has it for the New Year's party and try some. They do a nice what? Flaff-pired Baileys? What? Hold on, Mr. L. Is that a word? Beach, no, it's a new sound machine that I got. You get a higher paying job, and suddenly your cousins who pay no attention to you suddenly want to know more about you. Winning the lottery means you suddenly have relatives in Indonesia, that you're suddenly hot to the person who found you attractive, and that apparently there are more taxes than we thought. AGM, based on wealthy people in the U.S., I think there are less taxes than we thought. We know instantly because you're streaming from your van every week in different cities. I mean, that's true too. Let me see. And Sage just really wanted that fancy velvet couch. Rancy? I'm guessing that was fancy. If I win the lottery, I'm taking the whole family and a few friends out for big dinner and then give them each a bit of money. Yeah, like Latimer, give them each like $100,000 and like don't ever talk to me again, right? If I win the lottery, I waste all the money in a day. I'm back. Nah, see, I would not waste the money. I know that I wouldn't waste the money. If I want to just pay things and then buy my right to be lazy forever. Like I keep living in the same house, spend the same money, but now I don't have to work. Yeah. And then bump them off one by one. Elements. I like it. I like where your head's at. I'm glad you could all make it to this dinner. Good news. I'm rich now. Bad news. I poisoned your food. I'll mourn your. Do you, Dragoon? It's like I poisoned everybody's food. Do you want money or the antidote? Yeah, whatever one they pick, you give it to them. It's like don't say I never gave anything to you. A whole goddamn house. How much? When I talk about winning, when I talk about winning the lottery, like the Powerball here. I mean the jackpot lottery, right? The Powerball minimum jackpot is like $40 or $50 million, which after all the taxes and stuff, it ends up being like $10 million. Jokes aside, I'll probably help my brother and his family out if I won a chunk of money. Yeah, I'm talking about like the money, right? Because if I win the $1 million lottery, that's not enough money for me to help everybody out. That's not enough money for me to buy everybody that I care about a house. That's enough money for me to buy a house, me to buy a better car, and to be set up for the rest of my life. If that were the case, I still wouldn't tell them how much I won. But if that were the case, I would get my family together for a big dinner and I would plan a trip. I would pay for a trip for all of us and we would all go to Florida or Puerto Rico or something like that. Like I would plan a big trip, all expenses paid, if I had that kind of money. But if we're talking $50 million Powerball, no, I'm gonna buy everybody a house. Why do I need that much money? I don't need that. The reality is for me to live flavored. Okay, thank you, Mr. L. The reality is when I look at these videos of people being ultra rich, you hear about these Jeff Bezoses and all of these people, and they've got $100 billion with a B. The thing that always bothers me is that not that they have so much. It does kind of suck that they have so much and other people have so little. What bothers me is that the people who want money like that, most of the time, I would say the vast majority of the time, they don't want that much money. I don't want $1 billion. That sounds awful. Having $1 billion sounds like it sounds like you have to work to manage that money in 10 hours a day. So where's the part where I'm having fun? Me personally, $1 million in the bank. House paid off, car paid off, good reliable car or van. I would probably want a van to do trips and stuff. $1 million in the bank. I'm good for the rest of my. I don't even need that much. Realistically, if you pay off my house, I'm fine. My house paid off is perfect for me. Would this housing deal extend to your favorite not blood related nephew? Look, Ryan, more relatives. Ryan, I don't know if the house thing would pay off, but I'll tell you what, Ryan. All of BSC and everybody who I think is cool, every year for Too Many Games, you'd be up here free of charge. Every year, free of charge. I'll take care of your flights. I'll take care of your hotel. Right? All you got to do is worry about coming up here and shopping for games. We'll rent out the whole top floor of the Hampton, and we'll have this big, giant content creator party. Big thing is sometimes misunderstood about owning a house. Because with a mortgage, it's like renting from the bank. Once you own the house, now you can really cut back on a lot of expenses that come with renting. Hey, Spicy. Hi, everybody. If I've not said hello to you, by the way. People waste money like crazy, Uncle, because there's so much. Yeah. The setup just sounded so much like I called you out here to stay in my haunted house of traps. The winner gets to live. I honestly, Elements, you know what I would probably do? I don't think I would actually do this, but damn it would be funny. I would do all of that stuff, and I would say, hey, but here's what we'll do. How about a free $10,000 for anybody right now, and we'll have like a paintball match. They get to annihilate each other. Of course, the secret is going to be that I'm going to give them all money, but I have relatives who would say, give me money, I'll cure myself. I was going to say you need like $1 million or $500,000 for each. Oh, yeah, no, I don't need that. And that's another thing. When I talk about I would buy them all a house, I'm talking like $150,000 house. I'm not talking like, that's why I would set limits on the house. But yeah, I would tell them straight up, like, yeah, we'll shop around. I'll tell you what the limits are. Yeah, I want to live comfortably and treat people and make a bit of difference. That's all. One thing I always said I would do is I would be the 100% tipper at restaurants. I would be the person that goes to the restaurant, gets a $30 bill, and drops a $30 tip. I would always do that. Could think of one aunt who, if she was told she dies, I'd be like, oh, okay, thanks for the good news, I guess. Playing Paper Machio. Oh, Paper Machio sounds good. I've never played that one. I've played Paper Mario before, but I've never played Paper Machio. Hi, Spicy. Portable Paper Mario 64 is a long time dream for me. I know. I really have to get the expansion pass. I want to get the expansion pass just because I want to play Paper Mario again, and I just played it like 3 months ago. For IRL Battle Royale, yes. Oh, missing on a real treat there, not playing Paper Machio. Which is funny because it sounds like paper mache. My fear is some dark recess and my brain kicking in and compelling me to vote. Oh, God. Let me tell you something, man. I love chocolate milk. But since I switched to almond milk, it's good. But it doesn't hit the same way. Tree pulp processed Italian jumpy boy. Hold on. 8 squared. Tree pulp processed Italian jumpy boy 8 squared. Chocolate oat milk. See, I haven't tried oat milk. Oat milk is probably one that I should check out. I finally beat the boss I was stuck on after all these years in Paper Mario. What boss was it? Now I'm curious what boss it was. Don't give them ideas, please. Yeah, I haven't tried oat milk. I haven't tried soy milk either. I stayed away from the other ones because almond milk was so much cheaper. But now that prices have gone up for everything, it's almost the same to buy oat milk than it is to buy almond milk. So I think I'm going to try like a half a gallon of oat milk just to see how much better or worse that is. Soy milk is just leche. No, well, technically, yeah, because it's milk introducing itself in Spanish. So it is leche. But no, that's what it is, AGM. It's soy milk, but my friends call me leche. That's what it was. Leche. I'm saying leche. Hazelnut milk is in me. I do like hazelnuts too. God, some of that stuff is just so expensive now. But prices have gone up for everything, so it's so crazy, man. Cost of living is whoo. You know, cost of living wouldn't really be that much of a problem if everybody had their house paid for. Okay.